This is how we define an ideal problem-solving meeting in Vision Quest. We meet, we decide, and we act. We meet, we decide, and we act. We don't meet and then hope somebody decides and then wait for somebody to act. We don't meet and then decide and somebody really needs to do something about this. We meet, we decide, and we act. We had this conversation with this group. You are in a point of evolution as it relates to IT within this organization, that you are redefining the perception of the value that you bring to this organization. You are redefining the perception of the value that you bring to this organization and shaping the personality of how you interact with your business partners. This can be part of how you shape the personality of how you interact with your business partners. This is what happens in IT. We meet, we decide, and we act. Amongst ourselves, and the conversation we had yesterday was with our business partners as well. Meet, decide, and act. Okay, so I've been doing this workshop for about 15 years or so. 15 years ago, I designed this workshop in response to a client request. They came to me and said, Carl, we spend a lot of time in meetings, we waste a lot of time in meetings, can you help us use some of the new reality concepts and tactics to improve our meetings in order to save time? Absolutely, I can do that. So I sat down and I designed this workshop built on saving time. I did all the research. I had all the facts. Research shows that, I had them on a flip chart when you walked in. Research shows that in this country, on any given day, 11 million meetings occur. 10 million of them here. Research goes on to show that people believe that up to 50% of the time that they spend in meetings is wasted. 50% of the time they spend in meetings is wasted. So I designed the workshop, this workshop, built on saving time. Drove up to Fort Wayne, Indiana to deliver it for the first time. Parkview Health System. 35 nurses. 35 nurses. Walked in, delivered the workshop, went pretty well, was pretty well received. I was pretty happy with myself. Got in the car, started to drive home. I got halfway home and I had an epiphany. Every minute that those nurses spent in a meeting was 1 minute less that they had to invest in the quality and safety of patient care. Every minute that they wasted in a meeting was 1 minute less that they had to care for their patients. Every minute that you spend in a meeting is 1 minute less than that you have in order to accomplish all that you have to accomplish on a day-to-day basis. So this is about saving time. But you know, everything I do and everything I say, this is about the customer. This is about serving the customer and making you more efficient so you are producing and delivering better outcomes for the customer. Okay, I did that for 10 years. 5 years ago or so, had another epiphany about this workshop. People are tired. People are tired. People are worn out. People are worn out by ineffective and dysfunctional meetings. People are worn out by meetings that go around and around and around with no outcome and no result and no solution and no follow-through. People of good intent, people of design behavior, people of good intellect, people who want to share their ideas and innovation and creativity and solve problems are worn out by ineffective and dysfunctional meetings. So this is about saving time this morning. This is about serving the customer. This is about you. This is about giving you a process that you can use so that when you go home at night, you feel like you have invested as much intellect as you could, that it was put in a process where it was valued and used, and that you created better outcomes and solved problems and delivered for the customer. So this is about saving time. This is about the customer. This is about you.